Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Everything will be daijobu. Sup everyone, I'm your female otaku, and I'm here to review episode 6 of Magical Girl Raising Project, and we are halfway into this series. And look at what has unfolded before us, just honestly, whoa. Yo, man. This is really entertaining now. First, let's talk about Magicaloid. I did not expect Magicaloid to be an actual person. This means that Magicaloid does count as one of the 16 magical girls. And I never thought of this because I always assumed that Magicaloid was a part of the program. I thought Magicaloid was like Fav. That's what I always thought. Because, Magicaloid also can get in contact with the admins and stuff. I was like, what? Like, Magicaloid doesn't even need candies, right? Just, what? I was so surprised. Magicaloid was a person. Okay. Now, I didn't freak out when we saw Alice die. Because if you paid attention, or if you're like me, you always pay attention to when they do that whole, commercial break and you see the magical girl, whoever it is, like for example, Snow White, we see her and her power, and then we see her actual self, which is, what's her name, Kyoki? Something like that? No, whatever, doesn't matter. And a short description on how she is in the real world. And with Alice, it's said that her power is that she can recover from any damage. So when I saw Alice die, I was like, oh no, she's fine. I know that she's fine. And what do you know? She is! Okay, well, Alice isn't exactly looking the best at the moment, but you know what? I'm sure she's feeling fine without her head. Fav? Man, I never thought I would find a more fiendish mascot since, Kyubey. Of course, some people will be like, wait, what about Monokuma? But, it's best if I don't talk about Monokuma, otherwise we'll lead into spoilers, but I don't really call him a, evil mascot character for reasons. But anyway, Fav, however, I gotta be honest, Fav is worse. Fav is worse than Kyubey. Now, if you haven't seen Madoka Magica, then I won't spoil what Kyubey does, but when I explain to you what Fav has done, those of you who have seen Madoka Magica will realize that, yeah, Fav is definitely worse than Kyubey. You see, I'll at least say this. Kyubey had a logical purpose for what it was doing. It had a reason that we can understand, but certainly we did not agree with. Fav, however, wants things to be interesting and keeps on piling on more and more stuff to have a show. Fav just wants a show. We see Fav talking to Cranberry. Fav starts calling Cranberry Master. He's teaming up with Cranberry so that she can stir up a storm and make things more interesting. And Fav's trying to make things even more interesting by adding in these 5 items. One of each. Like there's only 5 items. You got like an invisibility cloak, you got medicine, you got weapons and stuff like that. And to get them, they cost you your life. They cost you years of your lifespan. I'm sorry, Fav is worse than Kyubey. Fav is totally worse than Kyubey, man. And since La Pucelle died, which we all knew, we all knew that was coming, okay? We called it since episode 2. We saw that coming. I wasn't really sad during it. I didn't expect La Pucelle to die the way that she did. But Cranberry actually, first she beat the shit out of her, which was, whoa. Like, Cranberry, man, I love how she said that. She said that she was starving for strong opponents. Like, wow, woman. Oh, dang. Like, Cranberry utterly beat the shit out of La Pucelle and then tossed her in front of a freaking truck. Brutal. Other things that I want to mention within this episode, we have top speed and Ripple collecting candies and stuff. And again, we're hearing that Top Speed has to live for at least another 6 months. Now, I'm assuming that her human counterpart is pregnant and she's going to give birth to her baby in 6 months. That's what I'm assuming. What do you guys think? And now that La Pucelle is dead, I'm pretty sure this is the part when we're gonna see Snow White and Ripple start to become closer friends, like how it's foreshadowed in the opening. I don't know. And yeah, utterly crazy episode. Swim Swim might also become one of the main villains because we actually do see her with that weapon in the opening and stuff, looking like a boss. So yeah, the enemies are piling on, and so are the bodies. Yeah, we'll end on that note. We will end on that note, guys. Bye. Here we go. Catch me tomorrow as I review Ajin. I'm your female otaku. Sayonara.